Welcome, love bugs, to the Badass Broadcast. I am Lady T, your guide to breaking free from the bullshit and stepping into your most unstoppable self. And I really got to work on getting some theme music. So I usually use my daughter's phone for theme music, but she's not here. So, but I've got to work on that. I need me some background music. So today we are diving into the great unlearning because all those shoulds and societal programming that you've been carrying, they are not your truth. They are not your truth. And it's time to drop the baggage and reclaim who you really are. So that is what we are talking about tonight. And it is just so oddly quiet around here. Everybody's gone. I'm not used to this kind of silence. It's almost suspicious. I really wish I had some background music. But that's okay. I ain't even gonna bust out in song on y'all tonight. But hopefully, everyone can hear me okay. I am live on Facebook and TikTok. Um, I don't really know how the whole. I guess Facebook only shows comments if you are on a phone, because I'm on a computer and I don't see comments. So, um, I usually can see them on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, give me a hey. Of course, if you're catching this replay, give me a hashtag replay. Um, and I really appreciate my replay squad. Y'all are the best. It's so awesome. All right, y'all. So buckle up. We're about to bust out and rewrite the rules of your life, your way. All right, let's go. So let's talk about the word should. Should. Such a tiny word, but it carries the weight of the world. You should do this, and you should act like that, and you should be more like so and so. And I know that sounds familiar. It starts from such a young age. Even school, like the whole school system programming, is all about how you should be this and your test standard should be that and you should know this by this age and should. And so, um, the truth about shoulds, if you really think about it, most of the shoulds are not even yours. They're not even yours. These are somebody else's expectation. These are somebody else's projections, somebody else's sometimes insecurities, and they're wrapped up and they're handed to you like a gospel. Like it's law. This is the way it has to be. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo. I hope y'all not hearing it. I ain't exactly got pro at adjusting my soundboard. I have no idea how to do none of this. Um, but yeah, they're wrapped up and they're handed to you like a gospel. Um, but the good news is you don't have to carry them anymore. Now that you are aware of them, or you're about to be aware of them, if you're not, you don't have to carry them anymore. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to adjust this mic out of my way. So, whose voice is that anyway? You ever just ask yourself that? Whose voice is that anyway? Because the truth is, every time you say I should, you're answering to somebody else's voice. Might be your parents, might be society, might be your partner, might be that judgmental friend, might be a church congregation. But every time you answer to should, or every time you say I should, you're answering to somebody else's voice. And let me tell you, or let me ask you, Do those voices speak your truth? Do they really speak your truth? Do they honor who you are? What was that? I hate when weird noises happen while I'm live. I have no idea what that sound was. Hopefully it was nothing bad, especially on TikTok. I'm still not real familiar with all the things that go on in a TikTok live, but I just heard like a strange ding that I've never heard before. Um, but do they honor who you are and what you want out of life? Because I'm gonna tell you, like I was on the should roller coaster for a very long time. Everybody telling me, "Oh, you should do this, you should do that," especially when you're trying to accomplish anything. You know, people want to tell you what you should be going to school for, or like you're in business, well, you should do this like this person does it. If you want to make money like this person, like you should. Um, I don't know. I used to sell jewelry, and so it was like, oh well, if you want to, get like this person, then you should do all these things. But then at the same time, they're like, oh, but be authentic. But then you should do this, and it's like you want me to be authentic, or you want me to do the thing because I can't do both. But just take a moment and really think about this. Like, whose rules are you following? If they're not yours, it's time to ditch them. It is time to ditch them just like that. It is time to throw them away, throw them out, and stop performing for the wrong audience. Because the truth is, not everybody's going to see your magic. They're just not, no matter how bad you want them to. Not everybody's going to see your magic. And that is okay. You cannot please everybody. It's just not possible. But performing for people who don't get you, that's like a one way ticket to exhaustion and disconnection. Um, you weren't born to fit into someone else's mold. It took me 40 years to understand and to really grasp that I have never fit in. I have never fit in, and I will never fit in because I was made to stand out. You were not made to fit into someone else's mold. You're here to shine in a way that only you can shine. So stop bending, stop shrinking, stop performing for those people who don't matter. Because as I always say, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. Those people who matter, those who truly love you and respect you, will celebrate the real you, even when you lay down the shoulds and the conditioning and take off all the masks that they want you to wear. They're going to love you anyway. They're going to celebrate you anyway, not the version that you think they want. And sometimes it is just a matter of you showing up the way other people want you to because you feel like that's the way they want you to. But those who matter are going to love you anyway. They're going to accept you anyway. They're going to celebrate you anyway. So why not do you? Now, um, we're gonna do a um, quick exercise and rewrite the rules. Well, it doesn't have to be quick. You can take as much time as you want. So grab a piece of paper, or you can use your phone notes or whatever, and you're going to write down every should that's been running your life. So for some of y'all, hey, Joy, oh my gosh, it's been forever. How are you? Um, you're going to um write down every should that's been running your life. So for some of y'all, it might take a while. You might need like longer than this live, and that's okay. Um, but write down all the shoulds that's running your life, like and get real specific. Like, I should be thinner. I should have a certain kind of career. I should always put others first. Um, Whatever it is that you find yourself saying I should to, get it out of your head and onto the paper. That's the first goal. And then once you do that, you're going to take just a long, hard look at the list and you're going to cross out every single should that doesn't align with who you are and what you want. So if that's not the person you want to be, if you feel some type of way about that should, most likely it's not yours. Cross it out. And for each one that you cross out, write a new belief or rule that you choose for yourself. So for everything you take out, you want to put back something that's like even better so that you don't leave that empty space for someone else to, come along and stuff their shoulds in there, right? So, for example, um, I should always say yes to everyone. You might um, cross that out and put I honor my boundaries unapologetically, or I should have it all figured out by now. Y'all, the amount of 20 something year olds that feel like they should have it all figured out by now, it's just like, bless your heart and good luck. But you can cross that out and put I'm allowed to grow at my own pace. And that's one I feel like starts at a very young age. They start that in like the school system. They tell you like how smart you should be and how long you should be able to pay attention and how good you should be at tests. It's very annoying and alarming, which is why I homeschool. But you're definitely allowed to grow at your own pace. So if that's one of the things you feel like you should have life all figured out by now, cross it out. I'm allowed to grow at my own pace, or whatever else makes you feel better, whatever belief you want to replace that with. Because this is your life, this is your rules, period. Like, there's really nothing else to say after that. Your life, your rules, period. And unlearning is messy. It's messy, but it's necessary. And going back to the homeschooling analogy, when you have kids in school and then you switch to homeschooling, it's a huge adjustment. Not just trying to unschool the child, but trying to get yourself unschooled. For me, my son, my oldest, he's the only one that's ever been to public school. He went for kindergarten and first grade. So when I started homeschooling, it literally took me years to deprogram myself from the way I was taught, the system that was put in me. I had to like realize like I don't have to systemize homeschool. We can lay back in our pajamas and we don't have to sit up straight and we don't even have to do our homework in the house. We can go sit at the park if we want to. There's so many ways to learn the same thing. We don't have to sit perfectly and you know time everything. Like, everything doesn't have to be perfect. It was so I think I had to do more in schooling than he did, just because I was in school for longer, so I had that conditioning a lot longer than he did. And even by the time my first girl got in homeschool, I was still struggling with the unschooling process, the unlearning. Because unlearning, it can be messy, but it is so necessary. Letting go of shoulds, it isn't always easy. You might feel guilt, you might feel fear, or even big time shame at first, especially depending on where your conditioning came from. And you're gonna have those people in your life who's like, oh, she changing up, she getting brand new. So you're gonna feel that shame at first. But that's just the conditioning talking. That's just the conditioning talking. Don't fall for it. It wants to keep you stuck. But here's the thing, you are not your conditioning. You are a badass. And you got the power to rewrite your story anytime you choose. So remember that unlearning is messy, but so is growth. And that mess, that's where the magic happens. So do it messy. Do it scared. Do it messy. And before we get into the wrap up affirmation, let's just take a minute to get grounded and just kind of release the tension. Because I like for these affirmations to just really sit in. So, just real quick, take a deep breath if you're somewhere where you're able to. You can close your eyes if you want. Deep breath in, hold it at the top. Let your shoulders drop. Relax the muscles in your face. Again, deep breath. Just sink a little bit deeper in your body. Release the tension. Let go. Unclench your jaw. Unclench your butt cheeks. One more time. And you can repeat this affirmation aloud or to yourself, or you can just listen and let it soak in. I release the rules that don't serve me. I choose my truth, my voice, and my path with fierce, unapologetic love for who I am. And one more deep breath. Just let it all go. Let it all go. All right, love bugs, that is a wrap for today's episode of the Badass Broadcast. Remember, you are not here to live by anyone else's rules. You are a force to be reckoned with, and the world needs you exactly as you are. And if you want to take this energy even further, be sure to join the Elevation of Love community. It is your ultimate space for soulful self love, mindset mastery, and badass transformation. And if you're ready for your breakthrough, book your free badass breakthrough session with me so we can tackle what's been holding you back and set you on your path to greatness. And don't forget to share this episode with someone you love. And you can find the links to all of that in my bio. If you're on Facebook, there should be a link in the comments to join the Elevation of Love community. And of course, you can always reach me via DM. And as always, I want you to remember that you are an unstoppable badass, worthy of everything your heart desires. Keep going, keep growing, and I will see you in the next episode of the Badass Broadcast. Let's get it.